Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my complete PHP playlist where you can find all PHP related videos, and whether you are a beginner or want to improve your skills, you can follow this playlist. This will cover all the basics of PHP too, and later we will cover some advanced topics as well. So in the last lecture we learned about the PHP array functions, and in this video we are going to learn about for each loop in PHP. For each loop is another important thing in PHP that we have to use very frequently during development. So first we will see the use of for each loop in case of like index arrays, associative arrays, and multidimensional arrays. At the end of video you will have clear understanding how to use for each loop in case of all these types of array. So let us start. This is our lecture 16. So I will create a PHP file here, L-16 foreach .php. Let me close this extra window. Let me start a PHP script here. There's a symbol $PHP, then greater than symbol. So let me take first of all we will take a simple array, and then we will see how to use for each loop to iterate over that array. Let me take an colors array, for example. Red, blue, black, and pink. So let us see what is the basic syntax of for each loop. So we will start with keyword for each, then inside these parentheses we have to first give the name of array on which we want to iterate. Like we want to iterate on this colors array, then we will give name of the array, that is $colors. Then we will give the variable in which we want to access the each element. Like since this is a color array, so each element will be a color, so we will take name of the variable as color. So color spelling doesn't matter here, like our main focus is on for each loop. So in this way we first give the name of the array, and then writing as we can access each element of this array. Like this color will contain red, then blue, then black, then pink. So let me print these values, and let us check the output. So if I echo color, and after that I give a br tag so that each color gets printed in the next line. Let us check the output. We have to give our file name here, that is lecture 16 for each .php. So you can see that it is printing all the colors one by one, like red, blue, black, and pink. So in this way you can use the for each loop to iterate over an indexed array. So now how to iterate over associative array? For example, let us take an example. Take an associative array like $employee. which we have employee name, like name is Ram, age, like age is 30. Then we can give employee code, emp1, and then there can be email, so like we have an associative array. Now how to iterate over this array using for each loop? So it will be similar like we did in the indexed array, but there will be just one more variable to access these keys. Let me show it. Like if we start with for each, then the name of array, dollar employee is the name of array. Now as since in a case of associative array we also want to access these keys, so after as we write dollar key, then this arrow, then value. In this way it will access each key and value. For example, name is Ram, age is 30, so key arrow value is used to access the key and value pair. Let me print it and check the output. Go so we will print key colon its value. For example, name colon Ram, and after that we will pass a br tag so that it gets printed in the next line. So this key will have like name, age, employee code and email, and the corresponding value will be like Ram 30 in emp1 and in this email ram@gmail.com. Let us check the output. Let me give, let me comment the above code. So now you can see that in case of associative array it is giving name as Ram, age as 30, employee code as this, and email. So in this way you can iterate over associative arrays. Now we will see how to iterate over a multidimensional array, like array of arrays. So let me comment this. For example, we have an array of students. And in which we are having multiple students. As of now, let us take two students and their names, like Raj and Gmail. Email. And now add the information of second student, like name, or V, then email, we can take any dummy email, gmail.com. So now this is an multidimensional arrays, and now let us check how to use for each loop in case of multidimensional arrays. Like in case of multidimensional, we will use nested for each loop. The outer loop will iterate over students array, and in inner loop will iterate for data of each student. Let me show it using code. Like for each $students as $student. So this loop is picking each student from the students array in this $student variable, and now for each student we want to print his name and email. So for that we will use another for each loop on the student array. So in this way, using nested for each loop, we can print the value. Let me do it in the code and we will check the output after that. Like we have to iterate on the student and print his email. $key arrow values. So if we echo, we will print $key. Then dot is used to concatenate the values. $value. Then we will give a BR tag so that it gets printed in the next line. So what we are basically doing, first we are using an for each loop to iterate over the students array, and this will pick student records one by one in this student variable, and then inside this student variable we have his name and email. So we are iterating over that student variable and printing just its keys and values. So let us check the output. Like it will print the name and email of both the students. So you can see that name first student is Raj and his email gets printed. Now the next is name of the student is Ravi and then his email. So in this way you can use the for each loop on the multidimensional arrays as well. So I hope the concept is clear to you. If you have any doubt, then you can put your questions in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed the video till now, then do like the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.